So, you're thinking about selling your home. You've probably got a checklist, right? Fresh paint, curb appeal. But what if I told you there's a hidden advantage, a secret weapon that could help you sell faster and for a better price? Well, today, we're diving into how energy efficiency can be exactly that. Let's start with a really powerful question. Is your home drafting away offers? Think about that for a second. A drafty house, it's not just uncomfortable, it can literally repel potential buyers. And that's the core problem we're going to unpack right now.
You know, the game has totally changed. Today's home buyers are smart, they're savvy. They aren't just buying square footage anymore. They're investing in a whole lifestyle, and that absolutely includes the monthly cost of living. They want a smart investment, not some kind of financial black hole.
Okay, so let's jump into our first section here. Every single home tells a story, and a huge part of that story, maybe the part you're not thinking about, is written right there in the fine print of its utility bills.
As a seller, it's so easy to focus on the obvious story, right? The stuff you can see, the fresh paint, the nice lawn, but buyers, they're digging deeper. They're looking for the hidden story, and high utility bills are a massive red flag. It tells them a story of wasted heat, outdated systems, and big monthly costs.
I love this quote because it just makes the problem so tangible. We're not just talking about a chilly room here. We're talking about real financial consequences. When a buyer hears the word drafty, their brain immediately translates that to expensive. And boom, that can kill an offer before it's even made.
All right, let's switch gears and get inside the buyer's head for a minute. This is all about the psychology of what makes someone feel confident. Confident enough to put in an offer on your house.
So when a buyer is walking through your home, their mind is racing, constantly running calculations. And look at this, future costs are a huge piece of that puzzle. But so are comfort, and, just as important, peace of mind. Energy efficiency is kind of a magic bullet here because it addresses all three. It promises lower bills, a genuinely comfortable place to live, and way fewer surprise repairs.
And this is the crucial takeaway. Energy efficiency isn't just a line item on a feature sheet. It's a message. It screams competence, that the owner actually cared for this place. It signals dependability, that the buyer won't get hit with a $5,000 bill to replace a furnace next winter. It shows the home is modern, it's innovative, and maybe most importantly, it just promises comfort.
Okay, so how do you actually send that positive message? Well, this next section is all about action. We're going to break down 3 simple, really smart upgrades that give you a fantastic return on your investment.
Here it is. This is your playbook. First up, insulation. It's the #1 way to keep comfort in and high bills out. Second, switching to LED lighting. It's a small change with a surprisingly big impact. And third, a smart thermostat. This little device basically shouts innovation and puts modern control right at the buyer's fingertips.
And that's the key right there. You're not just improving the house, you're creating powerful, compelling selling points. These are things you can highlight in your listing that your agent can talk about during showings. You can use them to build this fantastic story of a smart, efficient, and really well cared for home.
But you might be asking, does this stuff actually work? Great question. Let's take a look at a real-world success story straight from Cape Cod.
And here's the bottom line. The result was that this home sold faster, noticeably faster, than other similar homes in the area. Why? Because they marketed it specifically on its energy efficiency. Buyers saw that tangible value, and they jumped on it.
So how'd they pull it off? It was the exact same 3 steps we just talked about. They added proper insulation, they upgraded to LEDs, and they installed a smart thermostat. The actions directly led to boosted buyer confidence, and the result? A much quicker, more successful sale. The connection is just crystal clear.
So let's wrap all this up and bring it home. This is all about understanding how to create and then leverage your home's energy advantage to get the offers you really want.
If you remember one thing, remember this simple formula. Energy efficiency equals buyer confidence plus higher offers. It's a direct line. You focus on efficiency, you build that all-important confidence, and that confidence is what leads to better, faster offers.
Because ultimately, this goes way beyond the numbers on a utility bill. You're not just selling a house, you're selling an emotion. You're selling the peace of mind that comes from knowing you bought a dependable, comfortable, and affordable home. And let me tell you, that feeling is what closes the deal.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. Go take a look at your home's hidden story. Is it a story of waste and inefficiency? Or is it a story of competence, of innovation, and of care?
because the story your utility bills are telling could be the one thing that makes all the difference for your next buyer.